Alright guys, how's it going? It's the Eastbayanglers. We're going to do a little review. We're going to do a product review, a lure slash bait. It's technically a spinner bait. We're going to talk about it. You know, I've had a lot of spinner baits, and I've fished a lot of spinner baits, and I could say that I've fished dozens of brands. It seems like, you know, at least 2 dozen plus brands, and you know, I've made my own and played around, and so I went ahead and I spent the money, some crazy money. I think it was like $20 or 20. It might have been, it was around 20-ish. Might have been a little over by, buck or two, with shipping and everything. But I got this from Japan, and it took a while to get here, but it's the JACKALL Super Eruption in the half-ounce size. And this thing, I mean, it's just got it all. It's got the look, it's got the profile, it's compact, it's made with the best materials. The blades are, the highest of quality. The action obviously is insane. It thumps, it displaces in a crazy amount of water, for the size of the blades. And it's just, in my opinion, one of the better, uh, if not, possibly, at certain times the best, at certain lakes, the best spinnerbait you can throw. Um, there's a couple different sizes, obviously. There's quarter ounce, 3/8 ounce, half ounce, 3/4 ounce. I don't know if they have a 1 ounce, but it's a really good, versatile bait. I mean, you can do the slow roll, you can yo-yo, you can do the burn, you can burn it on top, you can rip it through grass, you can fish it through grass and timber, knock it on the wood, bump the stumps, and really, the bass react to that really well. But you can play around and kind of give it erratic retrieves as you're retrieving it in. And this bait just flat out catches fish. Fish it on ledges, fish it on points, fish it on, those wind-blown banks. On those windy days, especially, this bait shines. If you're fishing in general spinner baits, windy days are excellent days to throw a spinner bait. Or a rainy day with overcast or something like that is a great day to throw a spinner bait. Um, sunshine is fine too to throw a spinner bait. That's one thing about a spinner bait. A lot of different baits, you can't just do that. Where a spinner bait, you can work it so many ways, and you can work it from literally the bottom all the way suspended through the top. You can work it all through different depths, and I think that makes this bait so awesome, the spinner bait itself. And this brand right here, JACKALL, nothing but good things to say. Nothing but good things to say. I bought 4 of these so far. So, they're pricey, and I don't throw them on light lines, so I haven't lost any. And, I've been doing fairly well. I mean, I've caught a lot of fish. Nothing monstrous, but right now the places that I'm fishing these spinner baits, there's not a lot of giant fish. So at least the places that I have fished them so far, a 3-pound fish would be, big, or a 4-pounder. So I haven't, most of these fish were, you know, high pressure, small ponds I was playing around, just because, when you're pond fishing, the spinner bait and a frog is usually like go-to, because the vegetation, the thickness, and the amount of stuff that you're trying to get your bait through. But in general, guys, this is something worth picking up. It's got the highest of quality. It's a little pricey, I know, for one bait, for one lure. You lose it, it's tough, but it's the kind of thing where, you know, uh, I mean, people, they don't realize, say these blades rust and people think they go bad. I can paint the blades, and we're back in business. So, say the skirt gets bad, I can tie on a new one. So it's like that kind of stuff, doesn't bother me at all. This bait lasts a long time, as long as you use it on some heavier line. 12, 15, 17 pound test fluoro, I like, or I even like that fluorocarbon coated copolymer. That works well. It's got a little stretch in it. You're able to set that hook really hard and still have that stretch. But in general, guys, this is a great bait. Trailer, no trailer, I don't care. I fish it both ways, and sometimes I trim up the skirt a little bit, but I try not to trim him up too much. So, this one right here, I haven't really trimmed very much at all. Whereas I've trimmed up two, and I have two that are not as trimmed up. So, it's like I want some to have that battered look. Sometimes you'll make a pass, you'll fish it, they won't hit it, you know. Okay, come back in a couple hours or an hour and a half or whatever, and throw the battered spinnerbait, the one that's beaten up, and the one you've modified. Throw some smelly jelly on the skirt, not the blades. Don't want to get that on the blades. Don't want those blades to stop spinning the way they're designed to spin, and they're gonna spin great. But in general, guys, do the extra things and spend the extra dollar. Use the heavier line, and you're gonna end up catching fish. On this bait, it's just you don't really have to do much but fish it, in my opinion, and it's gonna catch fish. It's just the better you get at fishing spinner baits, I mean, the more fish you're gonna catch. So it's just, this bait is phenomenal. It's pricey, and it's hard to get in the United States. So that's the issue with it. That's the only issue. But sometimes things are worth the effort. They're worth the time, and they're worth the